create a combo box again. I don't like this method, but apparently the TA says would recommend doing. So from here, you actually want to select, I will type in the values that I want. And you will make them separate. Alright, well I guess makes a little more sense. And Virginia. And that's all I have, so I went. So just to review it, the other two states I have. Number of columns. I think I'm going to leave it 1. I'm going to see if this works. Change my label to select state again. And finish. If this works, my iPad has decided to go AWOL. I have the two. This is actually what I was going to say to do for the next one. We'll see what I mean in a second. Alright, so we're going to change this to limit to list. So you can do it by double clicking or the drop down. It's usually set to no. That should get rid of the... I don't know why that... I've never seen that before. We will let it be. I'm still going to limit it to list. That's probably the problem. Alright, so now that we have that, we need to do the detail summary. So we're going to do a combo box again. Draw it out. I will type the values. You will have detailed. Oops. Next. Some kind of label. I'm going to go with, let's see, what this is what he has. Do you wish to view detailed or... I think that's I don't understand. This is his report. The little... Go ahead and save. To your design view. And now we have to do a few other little things. Into your box you just created, go to other, name it. So this will be DBO detailed or summary. Again, I took that straight off of his. You can probably make it a lot shorter if you want. Shouldn't really impact anything. So we're going to want to come over to row source, detailed and summary. Just see if he has his limited. I always like to, anything you can compare back to his. So this is why we're getting our little... So you have to come into allow value list edits and change it to no. We also have to go back to select state, property sheet, data tab, limit to list, yes, allow value list edits, no. That was the problem. Save again. So this is basically correct. What we have to do now are add the button and do very minor coding. So we're going to come into the beginning date, event, after update, double click code builder, and come in here and we want it to say me.txt end date, which now that it shows up, hit tab, equals +8 plus 30. Some spaces to make it easier to read. Control S. And basically that's just going to make sure that when you do the beginning date, it's just going to autofill your end date. The way he has it done in class, that doesn't end up really mattering, but you know, better safe than sorry. So close out your code. That's all you have to do on that one. What we need to do now. Probably go ahead and add the button. Our next set of coding will actually come inside the report. So, let's come up here, find our button, draw a button of arbitrary size. Right on it, view, report. We're going to come into the other tab and change its actual name. And let's see what they called it. I don't believe we actually coding involving its name, but CMD show what we do have to do here is go into the event tab, on click, the ellipse, double click code builder. I have to throw in a single line of code. It's going to be do cmd dot open report repeat. So this is what's going to confuse me because it is a different name than in my notes. Customer listing by state underscore parameter in quotes comma AV view. So it's AC view preview. And I have that that's all the coding that it needs. So Control S. Out of that. Now for the fun stuff. Come down to your report. So now that we're here, we need to come to transdate. This is popping up. Right click criteria. Build. Greater than, equal to. Now you need to come in, hit this. So it's plus sign, assuming you still have your form loaded. begin date. And then you're going to type the word and less than or equal to date. You also have to come in 8, because in this particular one you're going to sort by state as well. And this one will be equals. It's going to be the combo box, the state. So come back into the loaded forms. It is actually combo 12. Name it. I'm going to cancel, save. Doing this before actually set it, because once you change the names, things can get a little hairy. So come back over here. And I'm changing this now because if you were to come back into this project later, it would be a bit pain if you didn't know that it was CVO12. This is a problem I have. Get rid of it all. Alright. So add that relationship. I have made a boo-boo. Alright, X out of all this mess. Alright. So if you don't know what I did, I went back into this, went to the row source, selected it, and hit Control Z, which is just the undo operation to get my old code in there. Why that changed and what exactly that affected to make it not work properly, I'm not sure. But hopefully on yours, you didn't have that problem. So now you need to come under state, right click criteria, build, find your combo box. States. Come back up here, type an equal sign, double click combo box. For all intents and purposes. Of course you want to save. I don't know why I didn't. Save again. Open her up. We go with Nevada. Misspelled.